All right, I am back out here again. Today, I'm going to start by backfilling some of this. I'm clear up here, so I'm probably going to try to backfill at least half of it with all that you see right here before I start harvesting any material. Also today, I'm going to try to show a little bit more of the process because there is a lot of work involved. I usually only show the easy parts where I can hold a camera in my hand. I'll try to set my phone up somewhere so it can record a lot of the more difficult stuff, like gathering the material, washing the material before I run it. And yeah, so it's going to be a more complete video. The last time I was out here, when I get home, I tend to take my spoon and one of my pans in the house so I can pan out my material. And quite often, I keep forgetting my spoon at home. Luckily, there's a garbage can up top there. And in that garbage can, I found a really thick aluminum can that I have cut down with my Leatherman. And it's pretty solid, pretty sturdy. And it's going to be my scoop today. It should work. If it works well, I'm just going to leave it in here in case I forget my spoon again. But yeah, my box should be set up pretty well. I'm probably going to have to tweak it a little bit because I always do when I start running material. But we will figure that out when I get there. So for now, I'm going to backfill some of this hole. Okay, this is one of those parts that I usually don't show. Backfilling. Let's see if I can get my camera set up somewhere where you can see. It is a lot of work. It is quite difficult. Oh, come on, there. That's good enough. But I won't record too long of this, just a little bit. I'll probably have it done in about an hour, is what it's going to take me. Ow. Oh, I got a bucket full, and then I just dump it. Quite simple, but it's a lot of work. I have sweat literally running into my eyeballs, and I have bug spray all over me, so it kind of burns. I'm gonna go grab my shirt and wipe my face off. I'll be right back. Ah, that's a little better for a few minutes. Woo. For all the exercise I don't get because I quit going to the gym years ago, this more than makes up for it. Good cardio, plenty of heavy lifting. So, I get exercise while I look for gold. Well, obviously, I'm not looking for gold yet, but I do have to clean up after myself every so often. Okay, I think that's enough of that. It's, oh yeah, 20 minutes, don't worry. I'm gonna fast forward through most of this, aside from the parts where I'm talking. So this 18-minute section will probably end up being a 2-3-minute section, but let's see, I've got the camera flipped around, so. Oh man, it's so hard with the camera flipped around, I can't tell. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can kind of see an edge line. That's about where the bank was. So I've got it restored pretty well. You know, the hump was about that high, damn near all the way over there. And just in that 18 minutes, I've pretty much cleared that all back down to about where it was. I'll probably continue raking some more out through there, just to bring it a little lower, because there was a little bit of some trickle coming through there. I mean, it's still making its way through, but yeah, that's about the gist of that. That's probably where the majority of the work comes in. Even gathering material, I don't sweat this bad. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna cut this video here, and we will be back. You know, we, the people that I bring with me. I'm kidding, I'm not actually crazy. But then again, all crazy people don't think they are. Okay, I am done. I didn't think I'd be able to get all of it done because I didn't think I'd have enough room. But because of all the material I have pulled out and ran through, and that is now downstream, I had enough room to put everything back. So I had gravel, sky high, clear around there. It is all put back. So all of everything. So, and this is pretty much right where I have left off. There's like no material right there, because that's where the current really hits against that far wall and pushes it all back this way. But so I'm going to continue working this. I'm not going to go clear to my sluice box, but I do want to run at least that bit. So I'm not going to go too far in, maybe about that curvature, which is about where the natural bank line seems to be. So yeah, that was a lot of work. It is like 12:50, but it's done. It took me the last few months. I have been working all of this from them frickin' rocks back. Maybe not quite, from about there back. I've been working all this material. So this is all ran, and there's very little to no gold left in it, but it is put back. We are good to go. Yeah, I'm already beat and tired. That was a hell of a lot of work. Like I said, I kid you not, that must have been a couple ton. It doesn't take much of a pile of gravel to make a ton of gravel, so it had to have been at least a couple ton of gravel that I just put back. But okay, I'm gonna take a breather for a minute. Just like that. And we're gonna start gathering some material and see what we can find for gold today. I'm really hoping. It has been a while since I've found anything nice. I mean, yeah, I find gold like every time, but nothing significant. No big flakes, no big pickers, nothing like that. No geodes, nothing cool. Just some basic gold, small, medium flakes for a while. So I am really hoping that digging nice all the way down to the bedrock, and trust me, I'm gonna scrape that bedrock clean. I'm really hoping I can find at least another nice couple pickers, maybe even another geode. That would be awesome. I found one geode. I've made videos about that in some of my past videos. You can check out my channel. And you should be able to find it relatively easy. I'm pretty sure I used a picture of the geode as the thumbnail. So, but yeah, occasionally I find some cool stuff. It's been a while since I found something cool, so I feel like I'm due. Let's see if I can get my camera set up. Alright, That should be fairly good for a minute. I'm ready to start gathering material. I've already gathered a little bit, but not much. Let me get my gloves on. This is rather difficult as well, especially when I get down to the hard, compacted gravel. That's where all the gold is, though. Come on. It's a pain in the butt getting my gloves on, especially when my hands are wet. Hang on. Moved a little bit of... Yeah, I stepped off the edge and pushed some gravel back into my hole, which I do not want. Yeah, that's a good angle. That is what I'm looking for. That is nice, compacted gravel from the bottom of the creek bed. It takes a lot of force pushing and wiggling and twisting the shovel to get up underneath all that to get a good scoop. So yes, it is a pain in the butt. Especially if I come into contact with big rocks, which they tend to be everywhere in here. I feel one right there. So I'll probably dig around it for a while till I get it more exposed. Then I'll be able to pry it up and out of there, out of my way. So yeah. There's a good scoop. Okay. Generally, I try to get my thing about that full. Can I bring it over here? Yeah, I can't angle my camera to see everything at the same time, so. But there's not much to see over there. I just put it down in the water. I shake it back and forth. I spin it. I bounce it. So, doing all that gets all the fine material out where the gold is. But okay. I'm not going to record 20 minutes of this, because I don't need to. You get the general idea. We will be back as soon as I have that filled up with material, and then we'll be running some, finally finding some gold. That'll work. Okay, this is something else that I usually don't record. Once I've gathered my material, which I have a couple buckets ready to go. Wow, well, almost ready. I have to wash it first, because it's so full of mud and really fine silt, it's real sticky. And if I don't wash it and I try to run it through my sluice box, it will stay clumped together and it will roll completely out the back without ever having broke apart. See, like this. Yeah, it's like a big sticky wad. So I usually just put 3 scoops with my shovel in here. I'll fill the bucket up with water, and then I'm gonna stir it around with my hands. Now I usually have my gloves on for this because all day doing this will literally rub my fingernails away to nothing, and it will rub my fingertips raw to the point where they bleed. So, but I can't work my phone with my gloves on, so I'm gonna do this bucket without my gloves just to show. I'm just digging my hands down in the material and I'm stirring it around real good. I can kind of feel it with my fingers that it's all broken up and it's all loose, and the water, it's now like chocolate milk. I just dump the water off. And then that's it. It's washed. Now I'll dump it into this other bucket. Usually about, I don't know, 9 to 12 scoops. You know, 3 scoops in there, wash it, dump it. So about 9 to maybe 12 scoops. Doing that 3 or 4 times makes a full bucket. Hell, what else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember. I'm already getting tired. It's about lunchtime. I usually don't show that part. A lot of times I just have a couple snacks, which I'm not gonna show you that. It doesn't matter. What the hell's that got to do with anything? But, oh, that's what I was gonna say. Gold is heavy, obviously. We all know this. We should all know this. So when I'm stirring it around, as soon as I stop, within a split second, the gold, it already sinks back to the bottom. For the most part, it's probably underneath all the material from me stirring it around. It settles down underneath all the other material, and it sits on the bottom. So when I dump all that really, really muddy water off, I'm not dumping the gold out. It's staying in there. It's just lighter silt and fine mud, you know, everything that makes it sticky. That's all that dumps out of there. So, but okay, I'm gonna get a bucket ready, and we're gonna start running some material. All right, so I have ran my first bucket, and I'm liking what I see. That is a rather large flake right there. I got a bunch of medium-sized flakes all scattered throughout here. A bunch of small specks everywhere too. But while I have been over here running this bucket, I keep hearing splashing noises coming from over there. I couldn't figure out what it was. There is a snake. I think it's probably a gray rat snake. I can actually see him. You guys probably cannot. He's right there in the center, about a foot above the bucket. He's trying to chase down a large creek chub that's in the deep pool here. And the creek chub keeps jumping out of the deep pool and trying to swim upstream, but it's too shallow for him to do so. And the snake is trying to chase him down. I'm going to try to get a little closer and see if maybe we can see him. But yeah, I don't know if you can see down in there. See all the minnows? The one he's after, actually, it's that big one right there. Well, I mean, it might be a different one, but he's after one of the big ones. Oh, he must, I don't know where he went. When I stood up and started getting closer, he took off. Let me see if I can find him. I'm sure he didn't go far. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, there he is. Yep, that's a gray rat snake. I can tell by the pattern on his body, the markings. They get a lot bigger than that. He'll get 2-3 times that size. So he's not a baby, but he's not quite full grown yet. But so yeah, I see all kinds of nature out here when I do this. Usually I don't record it though. Last few times I've been out here, there's been a baby gray rat snake that I keep seeing, but I didn't record any of it. So I thought this one was pretty cool though. He's trying to chase down some dinner. But okay, I'm gonna run my other couple buckets and see how much more gold we find. Guess who came to join the party? Come on, focus. If I move, he's gonna freak out and take off. This deep pool that I've dug, and this other one that I've not dug that one, that's just from the current. He is exploring quite thoroughly, trying to find him a meal. I watched him come slithering. I tried to move real slowly to get my phone, but he came slithering across the bottom all the way over there, bumped into my bucket, started circling around. He's holding perfectly still because I think he realizes I'm here as soon as he popped his head up out the water. But I'm gonna move my foot and see if he moves. Yep. He's not freaking out and taking off, but he definitely seen my foot move. There he goes. Now he's going. There he goes. He'll be back, I'm sure. Okay, well, that is it for the day. I ran like 6 buckets, give or take. I did not find nowhere near as much as what I thought I would. I mean, yeah, I got that big flake there, and there's all kinds of flakes in there. Only that one big flake, though. The last 3 buckets I ran, there was barely anything in there. I think I gotta start using my dredge again, my hand dredge, when I get down to the bedrock and it's pretty much free of everything I can get with my hands and a shovel. I need to take that hand dredge and really, really slurp the bottom. I think that's where all the gold is. I mean, every last little tiny itty bitty little nook and cranny, if my finger can fit down in it, I think that's where the gold's falling down in. So next time I come out, I'm gonna clean this back real good and expose all that bedrock, and then I'm gonna run that hand dredge over it and see what happens. If I find a significant amount of gold just in what I slurp up from the bottom, then okay, it definitely, that's where it's all making its way to. I don't think it's there to start with. Well, I don't know, probably. I'm getting tired. I'm exhausted. My back hurts. Yeah, let's go home and pan this stuff out. Alrighty, well, there it is. There's the fruits of today's labor. I have done much better. This is that big flake that I found. Let's see if I can get him. Yep, I got him. Now, here's the big flake. Oh, looks like I got some other gold stuck to my finger. It's got a little bit of a curl on it. I can barely feel it between my fingers. It's so flat. Come on, flip over. I want to see the other side. There we go. It might be tiny, but it's pretty. Super pretty. Oh, I can't even get it. Don't even want to fall off my finger. I found this too. I don't know what it is. It is... It's not lead. I don't think it's silver. I mean, there's several things can be found in Ohio. You can find, you can find silver. You can find platinum. I don't know what that is though. It's probably nothing. It's probably a little tiny piece of stainless steel or something. I don't know. It's some kind of metal though. It was dense and heavy, just like the gold, so I don't know what that is, but yeah, not too bad. Like I said, I have definitely done better, but I have also done much, much worse before. So, okay, till next time. Like I said earlier, I am going to use my dredge, my hand dredge. When I get the bedrock cleared out real good, I'm going to take my hand dredge and I'm going to slurp the bottom real good to get every last little bit. And I'm going to run that material all by itself, just to see if I pick up a ton of gold in it. Because if so, then that means that's why I'm not finding as much as I think I am, because I have not been using my hand dredge for a while. I've just been scraping the bottom with my fingertips, thinking that's good enough. But I don't know. We'll see next week.